real time, and welcome to a very sunny Germany where I am in the Mercedes E450 4Matic, because yesterday the temperature record for June was broken and I decided to get out of this heat. So I decided not to head south but rather north, and that's what I'm doing. I'm currently on my way to Denmark, and I am gonna check out the car. It's been a while since I had a Mercedes, and I think the E-Class is very nice. So I'm gonna check this one out, and since we are in Germany and we're on the Autobahn, let's start with a speed, acceleration, whatever, test. Okay, let's put this into sport, and let's see how quickly we can get from 100 to 200. Whee! Okay, so that didn't work. We can get this up to speed again. 170, 180, 190, 200, 210. Unfortunately, we cannot take it out to the max speed because the tires limit the car to 230 kilometers an hour. It's still building speed. 220, I get a step on the throttle, I'm immediately at 230 again. Really amazing how quick this is. And another traffic. Brakes seems to be good as well. That's okay. And I have to say, what's pretty good is the noise level, even at higher speeds. Very effortless on any level. Limited to 155 miles an hour, 250 kph. Even at 230 it feels like I'm in whatever gear now, sixth gear now at 230, and I have 5,000 RPM. So speed, that's definitely a pass. It's very, very, very quick. So the E450 4Matic. So what is this then? Well, it's an executive saloon with a 6-cylinder engine, a 3-liter V6. So since I just picked up the car yesterday, I can give you only my first impressions on it. So far, as we've just seen, the speed is the power delivery, the high-speed stability is very, very impressive. It's natural territory, I think would be Autobahn, motorway, whatever. But it wasn't bad in the city either. I did not have any trouble getting this into an underground garage. Another thing that, from my first impressions, that I noticed is that it's pretty quiet. You've seen it even at higher speeds, at 230 kph. It's pretty decent still. So this is something that I noticed. The loudest thing about this car are the tires. The problem is that this car is fitted with winter run-flat tires. And in these conditions, these tires are fairly terrible, and run-flat tires are known to be pretty uncomfortable, pretty loud. So another thing that struck me immediately when I got into this car is the quality of the interior. I haven't been in anything this high quality for I'd say 2 years. That was a BMW 7 Series, and I think this interior here from the E-Class is even better. Not in the sense of space, but in the sense of materials, quality, and even design. It's so nice just for once not to have these glossy black plastics everywhere. What else did I notice? Of course, one of the best things, one of the most wonderful things that this car has is a panoramic sunshine roof. There are some negatives that I noticed pretty much immediately. One is that this isn't a touchscreen. This is something that I don't understand. But this is the other thing that I noticed, is that it's really nicely integrated into the cockpit. However, the cover on top of it is not one of my favorite features because, it's a bit wobbly. But it's padded, it's leather, it's really nice.
On my way to the FV55 Mountain Road in Norway, which everybody told me to go and check out, I made the following observation.
So there's another thing about this car. Like, you can set everything in auto, you can put on the cruise control, the automated steering, everything, and then it just drives you along, very relaxed, very comfortable, very nice. But when you feel like it, you can just like put it into sport, and then
So then this dude appeared and decided to have some fun, and I decided to tag along. At this point, I just want to make it plain that neither of us broke the speed limit. As a proof, I put up the speedo in the bottom left corner.
this is the actual reason why we're here, and it's the Sognefjell Mountain Road. Not that, of course, wasn't so nice, but yeah, that's supposed to be a really nice mountain pass. Wow. 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 Wow.
I've been looking for a mirror, and I think I found it in your eyes. She's been looking for a reason, and I think she found it in my mind. So we're moving this colorful night, and we're staying away from the crowd and under the lights. In a bottle, and now everything's over. She's been looking for the good love, and I'm standing in front of her. So we're moving this colorful night, and we're staying away from the crowd and under the lights. Under the lights. So we're moving this colorful night, and we're staying away from the crowd and under the lights.
So welcome to the interior of the Mercedes E-Class. Now the first thing that I notice is how high quality all the materials are. Like this rough cut wood is really nice. Then these metal buttons, they all feel metal, even these switches. So it's all really very nice. This like metal line that goes below the wood here, and in general all these lines are very round. There are no hard edges anywhere. This is all very nice, and everything is like padded with leather. This is soft, this is leather, this is padded, this is soft. Yeah, these air vents, everything that you touch is basically either metal or wood or leather, and that's a really nice thing. The only thing I don't like is this analog watch. I don't know why I put that in here, and I don't like these glossy black plastics. Like you see your fingerprints on there, especially on this command controller pad here. At least not the entire cockpit is like filled with these glossy black plastics like you have in other cars. Everything in here feels really high quality, nice stitched leather. This is really the strong suit of the E-Class. Like that's really amazing. The quality, everything, that's really fantastic. One thing that does not really fit into all that is that this is a little bit wobbly here, but it's okay. Yeah, glove compartment, don't really care. You can put stuff in there. Good thing, I guess. This is a really nice touch. You have your cup holders here. I think you can even remove them if you want to, for no reason I can think of. But then you have some additional storage space here. But yeah, I'd rather leave this cup holder in here, of course, because you're going to need that more. It's pretty easy to remove.
346 minutes later.
Ah, okay. So if you do not need those, you can just close this, and then you don't have some place where you just gather a lot of dust. It just integrates very nicely into the center console. So this car is fitted with heated seats but not ventilated seats, which is an option that I would definitely go for. But for some reason you can like control the passenger seat for heating. No idea why. Yeah, but there you go. Yeah, what else? You have up here, you have controls for interior light, an SOS button, interior light in the back. Of course you have your controls for the panoramic sunshine roof, which is really nice. It's a really huge roof that extends to the back of the car. The controls, not really anything special. Just a switch there. You can close that, and then you can close the shutter if you want to like darken it even more. But the sunshine roof is tinted, so I don't really think that this is necessary. Sun visors, standard, bit. Yeah, it's okay. Used to be way worse. Yeah, mirror with light. Passenger side, of course, as well. Good. If you want to drive like that, you can do that. Here is all the controls for the infotainment system. So I have a bit of a problem with the infotainment system of the Mercedes. I think it's not a very intuitive system. The sat-nav is sometimes a bit... it jumps back and forth from one route to the next. It wasn't really that great, to be honest. But the good news is that this thing comes with Android Auto. You see, you have Apple CarPlay and you have Android Auto. And yeah, you have Maps and Waze and sat-nav applications. So that's really good. So you can use Waze, so you don't have to rely on the sat-nav in the Mercedes. You can just use Waze. You don't have to put your phone in some holder somewhere. You can just leave it someplace and then You can also use Google Maps apparently. Another thing that I did not find very intuitive was, right, you have your VLC here and then you can probably go to your playlist. So yeah, there you go. Android Auto solves a lot of the problems that the system has. So yeah, there's that. This entire widescreen cockpit, I think Mercedes calls this. I find it very good. I'd rather have analog instruments here, but I never had any problems reading these, and I never had any issues with the system whatsoever. So the nice thing is that you can, you can configure it. You can choose what you would like to have to display. So the left gauge here is fixed. It will always show the speedo and which gear you're in, and the fuel gauge. The other two are you can configure, like you can in the center show your speed or show your range or your average fuel consumption. And on the right you can go through different types of rev counters. One is showing the torque in Newton meters even, or part of the sat-nav of the map from the sat-nav. You can configure that however you want. That's a really nice thing. The black levels are okay. It's really good readable even in the day. So in the sunshine there's actually absolutely no problem. Alright, in the back. The first thing I noticed is that I seem to have a lot more leg room than in the 5 Series. The seat is again adjusted to my driving position. My headroom is okay. The materials are still very good. Everything is leather padded. This rough cut wood that is in the front, that's fantastic. The stitching here, again, window controls is metal, door handle is metal, everything is padded in leather, everything feels really good. So the seats themselves are pretty comfortable. You don't get as much space where your legs hit the seat. So again you have this center console that you can fold out. 2 cup holders, of course. You have a storage space here for tablets, phones, something like that. And one of the best things is that this sunshine roof, you have, I wouldn't say it extends to the back, but you have your own in the back. That's really, really nice. The headrests are probably adjustable. Yes, they are. Of course, I leave them down so I can see it through the rear mirror, but that's really comfortable here. I didn't think that this was so good. Alright, yeah, that's the that's the interior. Alright, so today is kind of a sad day because I have to return this car, and I really, really liked it. It's been a while since I've driven Mercedes, and this one really took me by surprise. I expected it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this good. So I'm a guy who doesn't really give a shit about the looks of a car. What does a car look on the outside? I don't really care about that. But I have to say, this E-Class, it looks really elegant and simple. It is not too flashy. It's not too much in your face. It's a very elegant lines. It's a very elegant looking car in my opinion. I like the fact that it is very quiet and very comfortable. One of the best things about the car is the engine. It's a 3-liter V6 turbo with 365 horsepower, and it's really, really quick. It's really smooth. It sounds nice, and I averaged 7.3 liters 100 kilometers, which is really an amazing fuel consumption value for an engine of this power in a car of this size, in a car of this weight. I know most of the time I was going on the motorway, on the highway, But even if you take this figure as your highway figure, it's still pretty impressive. Even if this figure is off by a half a liter, 100 kilometers, it's still pretty impressive. The thing about this car is kind of the spread that it can achieve between comfort, sportiness, economical, and we haven't even gotten to the best part. Because the best part is this interior, this cabin. The way these lines flow around you, the way it cocoons you in this really nice cockpit, the way these screens are integrated, the way everything you touch is either leather or metal or wood. Everything feels high quality, everything feels as if there were no cuts made. This is actually, if you think about it, this is just a mid-size saloon car. It should not stand out so much. I mean, this is a 3-year-old car. I shouldn't even be making a video about it. It's just it should just be a normal car. But it stands out a lot from all the other cars. Because it feels like somebody actually put in the effort to make a decent car. They say, no, we not use the cheapest plastic available, let them spit together in some low-cost country, then ship it back here and put a premium badge on it and charge you 60 to 70 grand for it. And that makes it stand out so much, because everything around it is not even slightly as good as this. So the next best thing I can think of to this is the 540i xDrive. The 540i xDrive does not have these metal buttons, does not have nice center console. It does have a sat-nav screen that looks like an afterthought. Like they first designed the cockpit and they thought, oh, we have to put the sat-nav screen somewhere, so put it there. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the 5 Series. I defend it to the bone, or to the teeth. I don't know which one it is. That one. So it's really, really good. But compared to this, not a chance. Like it's not even close in the interior. Two things that the BMW does a little bit better. The comfort seats are a little bit more comfortable. Not that I noticed this a lot, but it is a little bit more comfortable. These are a little bit more comfortable. And the iDrive system, it's just the best system that there is out. It's a touchscreen, it's very intuitive. This system cannot really keep up with that. But then again, you have Android Auto here. You cannot have Android Auto in the BMW. So this is another big plus for this. The Audi, it's really very, how should I put it, clean and technical. The Jaguar XF. The Jaguar XF from the outside and from the inside looks basically the same when it was launched. So the only car that then comes to mind is the Lexus GS. The GS was a fantastic car. It was very quiet, very comfortable. It was available with V6 engines and V8 engines and a V6 hybrid, and had a rear-wheel drive and was really, really good. So of course Lexus ditched that. And now you have the ES, which is some front-wheel drive rubbish with 4-cylinder engines. I think here in Europe you can only have one 4-cylinder hybrid, and that's it. I just say, from a perspective of which car is the best to buy in this class, this Mercedes, this is, in my opinion, the best by a mile. It can just do everything at a very, very, very high level. And that's why I would choose it. Now, I haven't had any experience of ownership, of course. I'm not hearing the best things in terms of customer service and like reliability. But then again, I would lease it. So yeah, there's a BMW, lifelong BMW driver, who says he would choose the Mercedes E-Class over the BMW 5 Series. So yeah, that's my final thought about this car.